very important because we will use this terminology in later part of the lecture. Lipoprotein હોય છે એમાં lipid વધારે હોય protein ઓછું હોય, fine. So this protein which is less in the amount will be known as apolipoprotein. Okay, so whenever we use the word apolipoprotein, we are talking about the protein present in the lipids or lipoproteins, right? Classifications. So depending on the density, weight, you can say, not exactly density is the weight, but normally we consider as we are concerned as a medical person. So density or you can say the weight. So why weight or density is very important? Because we are separating or the classifying the lipoproteins on the basis of two things. One is ultracentrifugation and another one is electrophoresis, right? Just remember these two things, ultracentrifugation and both the things depends on the many parameter, but main parameter, the electrophoresis or ultracentrifugation work is the weight of the parameter. So can you just imagine in your mind that what is more weight? Protein has more weight or lipid? Obviously it is a protein. Lipid has a less weight, they will float. Okay, lipid has tendency to float on the surface. Now, which are various 5 types that we will learn through lectures, these 1 or 2 lectures. So first is chylomicrons, you know this one. Second one is VLDL, fine. What is the full form of VLDL? It is a very low density lipoprotein. Third one is IDL, intermediate density lipoprotein. Fourth one is LDL, low density lipoprotein, and last one is HDL, high density lipoprotein. So at present we will learn all 5 one, okay, but out of these 5, whenever even you will go to your medical practices in any branch, okay, post graduation in any branch, this will be most important. That will be LDL and HDL. Okay, that all are important. I'm not saying any because they all has its own significance, but these two will be, you will routinely, even as MBBS or practice, you will these 2 parameters will be must for reports, lab reports. You already have heard these 2 parameters, right? LDL is bad, HDL is good. Then we will go. Now last one is free fatty acid or non-esterified fatty acid, that is NEFA, complex with the albumin and not generally considered as lipoprotein, but it is always mentioned in various books as a part of lipoprotein, but it is not lipoprotein because they have no proteins attached to it, but it is complex with albumin just for the transfer inside the bodies. Okay, are you getting? Okay, so now next, this you can see. Now this image you should remember. Okay, chylomicron, you can see the size. Now just focus, image only focus on that chylomicron. So in the chylomicron, just logically see how that are the these oval shapes. Oval shapes are protein. So when you compare size to protein ratio, there are 5. This is just a schematic diagram. Now second one is VLDL. You can say size to protein ratio increased, IDL again increase, LDL again increase, and you can see just HDL, the size and the oval shape. Oval shape is the protein, right? Apolipoprotein. So size to that protein ratio is drastically good. Okay, sorry, decrease. Size to protein ratio means protein has been protein is in the very high content present inside the HDL and very low inside the chylomicron. So now after seeing this image, if I ask you a simple question, okay, so out of this 5, which will be having a highest density? So anybody wants to answer? Out of this 5 component, which will be having the highest density? Yes, someone. Yes, very good, all of you. Excellent, means you are listening to lecture. Fine. Yes, Om should be Mittal. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next. Everyone. Yes, it is HDL. HDL is the right answer. So we are not supposed to go by the size. Chylomicron may be containing protein, but when we compare to the size, it is low. So let's move to the next slide. already know the answer. So lipoprotein molecule. Now, when the lipoprotein molecules or any molecules in the body wants to move around in the body through the blood circulation, what is the minimum requirement? Minimum requirement is the periphery. Okay, આપણે missile formation ભણ્યા હતા at the part of digestion and absorption of the lipid. So outside should be polar. Okay, that is hydrophilic in nature, not in the hydrophobic in the nature, right? So આની જે outer periphery છે lipoprotein ની બહારની બાજુ છે, that has been made up of polar periphery. So what it consists of? It consists of proteins, obviously, or polar heads of the phospholipid. Mainly these two. Cholesterol is obviously there, but it will not affect much. But proteins is the main thing which will help in the solubility and transport of this one. Now, core. So obviously core ની અંદર શું હશે? In the inner side, that is hydrophobic. And what is hydrophobic? Lipids. So lipids kya છે? તો triacylglycerol, that is triglyceride. Second one is tail of phospholipid. So tail of phospholipid contains lipids. Head of phospholipid contains maximum part of phosphate. So that is just the reason. But mainly you just remember outside is the protein, inside is the lipid. Now, what is the role of proteins? So there are lots of role, but one of the role at this starting stage is the solubility of the lipid that we already understood. So when it increases the solubility, it will help in the transport. Now, how we will how we will separate this lipoprotein? So we will separate it by centrifugation, ultracentrifugation, or second thing, what we can do is electrophoresis, right? So fat is less dense than water, so fat floats on the water. This is repeatedly I have told you. So lipoprotein with high lipid content will have a low density, so floats on the centrifugation. Fine. So I will not, already you know, so just we will directly go through the lipid. So which has the highest lipid content? Obviously chylomicron. Which has the lowest lipid content? HDL. Which has the highest protein content? HDL. Okay, so when we are talking about these 5 things, right? What we are talking about these 5 things. Okay, chylomicron will float on the water and HDL will be at the base of the water, right? Sorry, not the water, the ultracentrifugation and electrophoresis, both has the same thing. Okay. Just remember, we are not, nobody will ask you separately what is ultracentrifugation, etc. But logic is lipid will float, protein will go down. Now apolipoproteins. Let's go inside, we will learn some function of this one. So protein part of the lipoprotein, this can be asked as a separate question, 2 mark, apolipoproteins. Okay, so you can note down in your question bank. Okay, so apolipoproteins can be asked as a separate question. Mainly synthesized in liver. All the proteins synthesized in the liver, apolipoproteins. Intestinal cell produce small quantities of APOL. So only there are 2 exceptions for that is only intestinal cells. Now function of each one. ApoA first. So that activates lecithin. This you have to remember. We will again, it will come down when the function will come. So ApoA activates lecithin, cholesterol, acyltransferase. Short form of this enzyme is ALCAT. Okay, enzyme function outside. Then we will learn at that time. Ligands for HDL receptors, and it is an anti-atherogenic. Why it is anti-atherogenic? Because it is present inside the HDL, and function of HDL is to get back the fat from the peripheral tissue to the liver. Okay. And second one is ApoB100. Only apolipoprotein in LDL, okay, binds to LDL receptor on tissue. So this is second important after ApoA. So when we are talking about the LDL, which apoprotein is present inside the LDL? If anybody asks you, it is only ApoB100, right? And what is the function? So where ApoB100 will bind to the cell through the ApoB100 apolipoprotein. Okay, LDL will bind to the cell receptor through ApoB100 apolipoprotein, right? Now third one is ApoB48, apoproteins of chylomicron. Okay. Fourth one is ApoC2, that activates lipoprotein lipase. and ApoE that present inside the chylomicron, LDL and VLDL. Okay, so LDL no main kyo che apoprotein, it is ApoB100. Okay, ApoE present in chylomicrons also, LDL also, and VLDL also, associated with Alzheimer's disease and lipoprotein glomerulopathy. So this is deficiency of ApoE may lead to Alzheimer's and lipoprotein glomerulopathy. Okay, so now how you will remember this one? So ApoA HDL, ApoB LDL, ApoB48 chylomicron, ApoC2 lipoprotein lipase, and ApoE present in various lipoproteins, right? So again, it will come, so you will get it. Remember. Let's move on next. Now we will start from chylomicrons. Fine. So how it will be synthesized that you already know. Chylomicron ક્યાંથી આવે ડાયટમાં આપણે ભણ્યા હતા digestion absorption થાય, then it will enter into the intestinal cell. In the intestinal cell that will be formed, chylomicrons will be formed, and chylomicrons will be entered into the lacteals, right? That we have already learned. So again we will start from formed in the intestinal mucosal cells, and when it will be entered, it will be secreted or it will be transferred into the lacteals. Okay, lacteals. In the intestinal mucosa, chylomicron contain only what two things? ApoB48 and ApoA. બે જ વસ્તુ એનામાં હોય. So ApoB48 and ApoA. But ApoC and ApoE. Apo, when we are talking about Apo, that is apolipoprotein. It is a short form. Okay, ApoC and ApoE are added from the HDL in the blood during transport. I will show you image, so you will get in the detail. So simple. Again, I will repeat. જ્યારે chylomicron intestinal cell ની અંદર હોય છે ત્યારે એની સાથે કયા એપોપ્રોટીન બે અટેચ થયેલા હોય છે? B48 and ApoA. A and B is simple word. A and B. But જ્યારે ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટમાં આવે છે ટ્રાન્સફર બ્લડ ની અંદર ત્યારે બીજા બે એપોપ્રોટીન જોડાય છે. That is ApoC. Second one is ApoE. Okay. So let's move on. I will show you the slide, so don't worry. Now sites. So where the metabolism of chylomicrons occurs. So metabolism of chylomicrons occurs in the adipose tissues and skeletal muscles. Right? Sites is very important. Now, before we move to the next sentence, let's go to the image. Okay. So now look at my arrow, the mouse cursor. Okay. The cursor, please follow the cursor. So don't look at the full image. Okay. So here it is dietary triglycerides. Just a second. Sorry. Just a minute. Okay. So this is dietary triglyceride. Okay. This is small intestine, you can say. So when we are eating dietary triglyceride, what will be formed in the intestinal cell? Chylomicrons, right? These chylomicron will enter into lymphatics, right? That you know. Fine. Now, at this time, that is known as nascent chylomicron, means newly formed. Nascent means newly formed. So, what I told you, what the nascent chylomicron will have? B and A. That is apoprotein A and apoprotein B48, and inside that will be TG and C. Right? Now, what was the sentence? ApoC and ApoE will come from HDL. Okay, આ બધું આપણે પછી ભણશું, બરાબર છે કે HDL કેવી રીતે ફોર્મ થયું, this all chylomicron. So HDL part is remaining, just focus on the chylomicron. So HDL માંથી શું આવશે? ApoC and E. Fine, that will be attached to the chylomicron. So now chylomicron has what? A, B means B48. When I say B is B100, LDL ની અંદર શું હોય? B100 હોય અને chylomicron ની અંદર હોય B48. Third one is C and last one is E. So these four components will be there. Now out of these, what is the function of this C1? I told you. Let's go back. What it do? It activates lipoprotein lipase, right? So this C will activate lipoprotein lipase. Here present or extrahepatic tissue na cell border. So just stay here. We will go this to next previous slide, and then again we will come to the image. So the enzyme. Lipoprotein lipase is located at the endothelial layer of capillaries of adipose tissues, muscles, and heart, but not in the liver. So remember, again I am repeating, क्या present now? Lipoprotein lipase क्या present now? Not in the liver, right? Now, क्या present हो? So not on the cell lining, it is present. This is white part. Just imagine, જ્યાં white છે, that is capillary. તો કઈ કેપિલરી માં પ્રેઝન્ટ હોય તો કેપિલરીઝ ઓફ એડિપોસ ટિશ્યુ મસલ્સ એન્ડ હાર્ટ આ બધાની કેપિલરીઝ ની અંદર LPL હોય સો when ApoC2 present in the chylomicron ApoC2 જે છે એ chylomicron માં જે પ્રેઝન્ટ છે when it comes in contact with lipoprotein lipase it will activate it. So now if MCQ will be asked for you people that lipoprotein lipase will be activated by which apoprotein? ApoA, B, C, ApoB48, ApoB100 or C. So what will be the answer? ApoC. Okay. Okay. So what is the now why we want to do this? Because lipoprotein lipase no શું function છે lipoprotein lipase hydrolyzes triglycerides and glycerol. Okay. Muscle or adipose tissue cells take up the liberated fatty acid. So let's go back to the image so you will get better idea. Now, again I will repeat. This nascent chylomicron ApoC, ApoA came from the HDL. This ApoC will activate lipoprotein lipase present in the capillary walls of the adipose tissues and heart muscles. Okay. Now, after this ApoA and ApoC એનું કામ પતી ગયું ApoA અને ApoC નું કામ પતી ગયું okay note down just note down here what was here E it has HDL donate શું કર્યું હતું C and E so don't forget but what came back C તો પાછું આવી જ ગયું એની બદલે E ની જગ્યાએ શું રિટર્ન થશે A so that is a different so now A and C role has been over so that will be repeated will go back to HDL obviously and lipoprotein lipase શું કરશે તો lipoprotein lipase will act on this triglyceride and here that will be fatty acid and glycerol will be liberated કેમાંથી બન્યું fatty acid and glycerol triglyceride માંથી right now you can see the size this in this image size is important so this size is bigger and this size is smaller why it is smaller because part of triglyceride and cholesterol has been removed at the peripheral tissue આની અંદર એન્ટર થઈ ગયું બરાબર છે ફેટી એસિડ ગ્લિસરોલ બધું કટ થઈને આમાંથી ટ્રાઇગ્લિસરાઇડ ઓછું થઈ ગયું so that is low content so it is known as chylomicron remnant okay chylomicron remnant and this chylomicron okay will provide this triglyceride and cholesterol ક્યાં આવી જશે પાછું એમાંથી કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ બધું પાછું ક્યાં આવી જશે લીવર ની અંદર ક્યાંથી એન્ટર થશે તો this is what LDL receptor so here LDL receptor chylomicron remnant okay so that will be entered back to the liver next so now there are few things you have to remember liver takes up chylomicron remnant already I told you insulin increases lipoprotein lipase so this you have to remember insulin નું function છે lipoprotein lipase ની activity વધારશે okay as the triacylglycerol content is progressively decrease chylomicron shrink in the size okay already I have explained so I am reading it function so તમને એવું કોઈ પૂછે કે actually chylomicron નું function શું છે આ બધું તો ઠીક છે so function is transport of triglyceride from intestine to adipose tissue for storage so is it good or bad obviously it is bad so when you don't utilize your energy this triglyceride from your intestine will be stored inside the adipose tissue okay and also in the muscle and heart okay that for energy needs they are telling but when it is in the okay so I hope it is clear now let's move on to the next one it is the very low density lipoprotein right so that is synthesized in the liver now where chylomicron was synthesized can anybody answer in the chat okay Chylomicron is synthesized in which organ? Very good. Okay, done. Okay, I got the answer. It is intestinal mucosa. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's move on the next. Okay. So now second query, very low density lipoprotein is synthesized in which organ? Liver. કેમાંથી બનશે? From glycerol and fatty acid, right? Incorporated into VLDL along with hepatic cholesterol, ApoB100, ApoC2 and ApoE. Okay. Now again, ApoE and C2 always ક્યાંથી આવે? એ ભૂલવાનું જ નહીં. Apo and C2 આવે always from HDL. Okay, so first we will move on to the slide and then we will again read the text. Okay, so first મેં કીધું એમ જ્યાં હું તમને બતાવું એ જ પાર્ટ તમારે જોવાનો છે. Not all the things you are supposed to focus, otherwise you will be confused, right? Okay, so first, what was the sentence? Synthesized in the liver from fatty acid and glycerol. So આ ક્યાંથી synthesize થયું? Nascent VLDL liver માંથી. શું એની અંદર છે? હવે એની પાસે શું છે? શું છે એની પાસે? ApoB100 છે, ApoC છે, that is triglyceride and cholesterol. These are in the very less content, so again it will be more added from the HDL. Okay, so this nascent VLDL will be converted to the VLDL, which is a C, E and ApoB100, right? Okay, so now when this ApoC2 will be in contact with the capillaries, what will be again activated? Lipoprotein lipase, fatty acid, glycerol will be liberated from this, and triglyceride and cholesterol content will be used, so it will be shrink in the size and it will become IDL. What is IDL? Intermediate density lipoprotein. Now can you there is no need to answer in the chat box, but just answer yourself that what will be written back to the HDL? Here it is C, but in the case of chylomicron, what was returning from chylomicron to the HDL? It was ApoC and ApoA. Okay, it was ApoC and ApoA. So just don't forget that one, right? So now if this VLDL will be shrink in the size, it will be known as IDL. Again, if it is more shrink in the size, it will be known as LDL, which is only what contained? It contains only cholesterol. Okay, it contains cholesterol. It will be absorbed through the LDL receptor inside the liver. Okay, so LDL receptor માં કયા signals હોય? ApoB100 માટે હોય, E માટે હોય, એના receptors હોય. So it will identify ApoB100 and that will enter inside the liver. Fine, so that's it. Let's move on the text. When VLDL reaches the peripheral tissue, what again? જો same જ વસ્તુ છે. આગળ શું હતું? કાયલોમાઇક્રોન પેરિફેરલ ટિશ્યુમાં પહોંચે છે તો ApoC2 છે એ લાઇપોપ્રોટીન લાઇપેઝ ને એક્ટિવેટ કરે છે, રાઈટ? તો લાઇપોપ્રોટીન લાઇપેઝ નું કામ તો સેમ જ રહેવાનું છે. એનું કામ શું છે? ફેટી એસિડ ને લિબરેટ કરવાનું અને ગ્લિસરોલ અને ફેટી એસિડ માં કન્વર્ટ કરવાનું. What was the function? VLDL carries triglyceride from the liver to the peripheral tissue from energy needs. Okay, simple. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, so that's very clear. Again, I will just repeat. This is nascent VLDL. It will be converted to the VLDL. Okay, ApoE and C will help in converting it to the mature VLDL. That ApoC2 will act on the lipoprotein lipase, right? Now, this will be shrink in the size, shrink as it will be metabolized. This LDL, okay, part of LDL will be entered into the liver, part of LDL will enter into the extra hepatic tissue, that may be heart muscles, that may be cerebral cells or heart cells, heart tissues, anywhere. Okay. Now, the bad lipid, always known as LDL, Okay. So what LDL has to do with the, just a second, please hold. Low density lipoproteins, fine. The LDL molecules are cholesterol rich lipoprotein molecules containing only ApoB100. So when you are concerning that VLDL also contain ApoB100, but as I told you in the initial slide that LDL and HDL, what we are, and partly chylomicrons, what we are more focused on. So ED, very low density lipoprotein will, after all, will be converted into the LDL. So as such, VLDL has a very less significance because it will be converted to the LDL. So VLDL will transport fat from the liver to the peripheral tissue, but main component which will help in doing this is LDL, right? Metabolism. So in the metabolism, LDL receptors are present on all the cell bulk. વધારે ક્યાં present હોય? Most evident in hepatic cells, right? Most evident in hepatic cells. Just don't forget this one. Okay. LDL receptors are located in specialized region called clathrin coated pits. So this is, you have to remember this word, very important. Okay. So already you've seen this image. You can see this like a pit. Okay. Yes. You can see this. This one is the pit. So what has been, it has been coated with the clathrin. So it is known as clathrin coated pits, and it has a LDL receptor on that. So on that LDL receptors, this receptor is specific for identifying ApoB100. So when this ApoB100 will identify the receptor present in this coated pits, it will be absorbed and it will enter, or you can say endocytosis. You know the word, right? Exocytosis and endocytosis. So this receptor will endocytose the LDL. So now, which are main functions? So please don't forget this function, most important, and repeatedly asked when it will be again, it will also ask in the difference between LDL and HDL. So LDL transport cholesterol from liver to the peripheral tissue. આ તો તમને આવડે જ છે. Liver to peripheral tissues. લઈ જાય liver peripheral tissue માં શું આવે? Brain, cerebrum, cerebral, બધું જ આવે parts. Even you can say cerebral vessels. Okay, carotid vessels. So this is the reason it will take your cholesterol from the liver to these vessels. So this cholesterol will be accumulated in these vessels, right? So if it will be accumulated in these vessels, it will lead to infarction. Okay, it will lead to infarction and this heart attack, what we generally use the term. Okay, normal is a medical terminology is the myocardial infarction. Fine. Let's move on the next sentence. LDL concentration in blood has a positive correlation with incidence of cardiovascular disease. આ sentence તમને સમજાય છે? આટલા બધા research, this is very old. This is nothing to be proved. It is already has been proved that when LDL will be increased, it has a direct correlation. Okay, direct correlation with increased incidence of cardiovascular. So more LDL in the blood, more has chance of cardiovascular disease. About 75 of the plasma cholesterol is incorporated into the LDL particles. So just imagine seriousness. કેટલા percent જે આપણા બોડીમાં ટોટલ કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ હોય, not total cholesterol, sorry, total plasma cholesterol, એટલે બ્લડની અંદર જેટલું કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ હોય એમાંનું કેટલા percent? 75% cholesterol will be incorporated into LDL particles. It is not tough at all. Okay, બહુ easily યાદ રાખવાનું છે કે LDL છે ખરાબ કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ છે. કેમ ખરાબ કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ છે? Because it transports the cholesterol from liver to the peripheral tissue. Okay, fine. ત્યાં જઈને કરે છે શું? એ શું કરે છે ત્યાં જઈને કોલેસ્ટ્રોલને જમા થવા દે છે કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ કોઈ બી જગ્યાએ જમા થાય તો શું થાય ત્યાં બ્લોક થઈ જાય આર્ટરી બ્લોક થાય તો બ્લડ સર્ક્યુલેશન ના થાય જો બ્લડ સર્ક્યુલેશન ના પહોંચે બ્લડ તો શું થાય હાર્ટના મસલ્સમાં બ્લડ ના પહોંચે તો એ નેક્રોસિસ થઈ જાય એ તરત નેક્રોસિસ ના થાય બટ આફ્ટર સમ ટાઈમ ઇટ વિલ બી નેક્રોસ્ડ રાઈટ સો ધેટ વિલ બી ધેટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ ઇન્ફાર્ક્શન ઇન્ફાર્ક્શન એટલે શું કોઈ બી જગ્યાએ બ્લડ ના મળે તો એ પાર્ટ ઇન્ફાર્ક્ટ થઈ જાય છે બરાબર સો હિયર વી આર યુઝિંગ ધ માયોકાર્ડિયમ but it is not always cardiovascular it may be cerebrovascular okay so cerebrovascular માં બી કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ જમા થાય તો ત્યાં બી બ્લોક થાય અને બ્લડ સર્ક્યુલેશન માં ઇશ્યુ થાય so if cerebrovascular માં બી જો બ્લડ સર્ક્યુલેશન માં ઇશ્યુ થતો it is known it will lead to which disorder if cardiovascular will lead to myocardial infarction the cerebrovascular increased cholesterol level or infarction will lead to what can anybody tell me that is what normally known as yes somebody answer let's see yes very good Rutam it is known as stroke what is known as stroke okay બીજા બધા કોઈ અલગ ટર્મિનોલોજી સાંભળી હશે that is paralysis okay that is not actually the paralysis that is the consequences or clinical feature of the stroke cerebrovascular stroke એટલે શું કે આપણે જ્યારે સેરેબ્રલ વેસલ્સ ની અંદર બ્લડ ના મળે તો બ્રેઇન ને બ્લડ મળવાનું બંધ થઈ જાય right so part of brain stop functioning so you have seen the patients of paralysis right half of the body works so that we are not going on that clinical part because that only this there are even blood leakage I am using the general terminology not the medical one okay blood leakage inside the brain will also lead to the same paralysis and all but that again LDL or cholesterol has a role to play in that okay so let's move on to next one okay so that already we have learned but this is sometime what we do when there is a 3-mark question that LDL can be asked separately fine so here you can say see that is LDL particle right what it contains ApoB100 and cholesterol ester fine so what is this that is this all are what is this here it is also there so all these are clathrin coated pits which contains green color માં છે શું છે this green color અહીં already લખેલું છે it is LDL receptor so now what it will identify now if anybody has focused more closely I will show you in different color okay just see here ApoB100 કેવું क्या mark કરેલું છે can you it is a clear image if you can see it is a green this green one it is a ApoB100 તો અહીંયા શેનાથી bind થાય છે now see here can you see it yes just a minute okay so here you can see this so most important why I am focusing on the small details these small details what will be asking your NEET PG because what is the receptor is for LDL that will be known by all the MBBS students okay કે ભાઈ LDL નું receptor છે એની સાથે LDL bind થાય પણ શેનાથી bind થાય receptor is કોને LDL મોલેક્યુલ ને આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરે LDL પાર્ટિકલ ની કેપ્સ્યુલ ને આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરે આઉટર ને ઇનર પાર્ટ ને કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ ને any lipids ne phospholipid ni tail ne kone identify kare it will only identify ApoB100 the protein which is present inside the LDL so when this ApoB100 will come in contact with this receptor it will be endocytosed okay it will be receptor mediated endocytosis there are various endocytosis exocytosis I think pinocytosis receptor mediated endocytosis so this is the example of receptor mediated endocytosis so it will be endocytosed and this vesicle will be formed this vesicle will be converted into the endosome okay then lysosome will bind with this these two will be combined endosome and lysosome and it will be you can say from endolysosome what is it is known as endolysosome now here you can see this receptor separate થઈ ગયા જોયું તમે, and receptor will be again go back to the surface. Okay, ફરીથી surface ઉપર જતા રહેશે, તો એને શું કહેવાય? Recycling of the receptor. So receptor of LDL can be reutilized. Fine, don't forget. Okay, fine. Fine. So now this endolysosome, this yellow part, lysosome and endosome will bind, combine. What lysosome contains? Can anybody answer? What lysosome contains? No. Lysosome ni andar hoy શું? What is the function of lysosome? No answer? Yes. Hydrolytic enzyme. Very good. Yes. Acid hydrolase. Yes. So that is, in short, that is hydrolytic enzyme that will kill bacteria. There are lots of function. Antibacterial action. Yes. Very good, Nirali. Yes, Prajakta. So what happens when this both will bind? It will also hydrolyze this LDL particle, right? Very simple. So હવે આપણે એવું વિચારવાનું, જ્યારે તમે એક્ઝામમાં લખતા હોય તો તમે કેવી રીતે યાદ કરો કે ભાઈ LDL particle એટલે શું હતું, બુકમાં શું લખેલું હતું, મને યાદ નથી આવતું. So you will be confused and you will end up writing anything whatever you remember, but એવી રીતે યાદ નહીં રાખ. So when કેવી રીતે યાદ રાખવાનું કે LDL ની અંદર હોય શું? તો again go back to the initial slide. So what LDL contain? LDL contain cholesterol, ApoB100, that is a protein, right? And protein ni andar શું હોય? Amino acid, right? Fine. And obviously triglyceride part of very small amount, but that will be not written here. So now let's move on here. What will be liberated? Let's see here. What has they written? First is amino acid. મેં તમને કીધું amino acid ક્યાંથી આવ્યા? ApoB100 માંથી આવ્યા, right? Because ApoB100 એટલે શું છે? પ્રોટીન ની અંદર શું હોય? અમાઇનો એસિડ. ફેટી એસિડ કેમાંથી આવ્યા? Can anybody answer? ફેટી એસિડ ક્યાંથી આવે? It is not come from the triacyl glycerol. ફેટી એસિડ ક્યાંથી આવે? Come on, who will answer? Let's see where fatty acid came from. Please answer. LDL માંથી ફેટી એસિડ કઈ જગ્યાએથી આવ્યા? LDL નું આપણે डिग्रेड કર્યું તો ફેટી એસિડ બન્યા. નો બેટા, નોટ એટ ઓલ બીટા ઓક્સિડેશન. બીટા ઓક્સિડેશન ક્યાં આવ્યું? આપણે બીટા ઓક્સિડેશન વસ્તુ જ અલગ છે. એ તો સેલ્સ ની અંદર જાય પછી થાય ને, હજી તો સેલ્સ માં એન્ટર થાય. ફેટી એસિડ માંથી બીટા ઓક્સિડેશન થાય. હું એવું પૂછું ફેટી એસિડ ક્યાંથી આવે? નો, ApoB100 is a protein, પૂરણ. ApoB100 is a protein. So protein ની અંદરથી તો શું આવે? એમાઇનો એસિડ. So એમાઇનો એસિડ ઓલરેડી લોજિક યુઝ કરો. અહીંયા શું વર્ડ વાપરે? ફગેન આવ્યું. કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ એસ્ટર ઓર કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ. સો કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ માંથી what is કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ? કેનું કોમ્બિનેશન છે? રુતમ, કોમ્બિનેશન શેનું છે? યસ, કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ. યસ, યુ આર રાઈટ. સો કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ ઇઝ કોમ્બિનેશન ઓફ what? શેનાથી બને? કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ એસ્ટર શું છે? કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ એસ્ટર એટલે શું? Yes, very good. Yes, right. So cholesterol plus fatty acid, right? And what has been written here? Can you see again? શું લખ્યું છે? Cholesterol ester. So cholesterol ester જ્યારે હાઇડ્રોલાઇઝ થાય તો શું બને? Fatty acid plus cholesterol. Clear? Got it, Fenil, Rutam, or was Nirali? Not Nirali. Rushil, got it? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Yes, okay, thank you. So very simple. So આ બધી વસ્તુ તમારા concept clear રાખવાના. So when you will write down in exam, your concept will be clear. મારે શું બનાવવાનું છે? LDL માંથી શું hydrolyze thing બને? So very simple, right? Now let's move on to the next part of this image. So this cholesterol, this all will be, so તમને એવું થશે કે cholesterol ક્યાં છે? So the cholesterol has been written here. Okay, so that is all the thing, but just remember logically લખવાનું. બુકમાં જે બી હોય, fatty acid, amino acid, fatty acid and cholesterol, these three will be main. And some part of the cholesterol as a droplet that will not be hydrolyzed. થોડોક part એવો રહી જશે કે જે હાઇડ્રોલાઇઝ નહીં થાય cholesterol ester તો એમને એમ રહેશે ડ્રોપલેટ તરીકે. ફાઇન. નાઉ આ શું છે? This cholesterol receptor will be reutilized, but after some reutilization, some receptor will be means after some cycles like 5 or 7, I even don't know because no book has mentioned that, but after few cycles that receptor cannot be function or reutilized, so there is a continuous new LDL receptor synthesis will occur. You can see here, okay, LDL receptor synthesis will be okay. So clinical applications. LDL infiltrates through the arterial walls and are taken up by macrophages, or after LDL we will end the lecture, so please focus. So LDL infiltrates through the arterial walls and are taken up by macrophages or scavenger cells. So already we have learned this one. Okay, this is the starting event of atherosclerosis leading to MI. તો તમને એક રીતે મેં તમને આગળ જે સમજાવ્યું કે એમઆઈ માં શું થાય, તો પહેલા એલડીએલ ક્યાં એન્ટર થઈ જાય? આર્ટરિયલ વોલમાં. એલડીએલ આર્ટરિયલ વોલ્સમાં એન્ટર થાય તો એ કોને એને એન્ગલ્ફ કોણ કરશે? મેક્રોફેજ ઓર સ્કેવેન્જર સેલ્સ. હવે જ્યારે આપણે એને સિમ્પલ હું તમને પૂછું, આમાં લખેલું નથી, બટ યુ આન્સર મી. સો જ્યારે સેમ વસ્તુ જે આપણે આગળ ઇમેજમાં ભણ્યા, મેક્રોફેજ અને સ્કેવેન્જર સેલ જ્યારે એલડીએલ ને આર્ટરિયલ વોલ્સની અંદર ઇન્ફિલ્ટ્રેટ કરશે, ફાઇન, સો ધેટ વિલ બી બ્રોકન ડાઉન. અને broken down થાય તો શું રિલીઝ થશે? સિમ્પલ વસ્તુ, કોલેસ્ટ્રોલ, રાઈટ? So these cholesterol will be present inside the arterial wall cells, right? So that will be the starting event of atherosclerosis for foam cell formation, etc. Now, LDL cholesterol thus deposited in tissue, that is why that is known as bad cholesterol, or other name is LDL નું બીજું short form બનાવેલું છે યાદ રાખવા માટે, બુકમાં વાસુદેવનમાં આપેલું છે, lethally dangerous lipoprotein. એટલે તમને ક્યારે ભૂલ જ ના થાય કે કયું બેડ છે, ગુડ છે. ઓકે, lethally dangerous lipoprotein. Okay, now LDL is definitely bad cholesterol, but when it will be oxidized or glycated, okay, that creates a procoagulant surface on the endothelium, causing blood clot formation. What is coagulant? Coagulation એટલે શું? કોઈ બી વસ્તુ હોય, આપણે એન્ટીકોએગ્યુલન્ટ બોલીએ ને, એન્ટીકોએગ્યુલન્ટ એટલે બ્લડ ને જામવાના, ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ તો બ્લડ ને ક્લોટ ફોર્મેશન ના થવા, બ્લડ ક્લોટ ફોર્મેશન એવોઇડ કરે, બરાબર? બટ ઓક્સિડાઇઝ એલડીએલ અને ગ્લાયકેટેડ એલડીએલ શું કરે છે? પ્રોકોએગ્યુલન્ટ સરફેસ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે. પ્રોકોએગ્યુલન્ટ સરફેસ એટલે શું? કે આર્ટરીસ જે હોય, આપણે હાર્ટની આર્ટરીસ આપણે લઈએ, અત્યારે આપણે માયોકાર્ડિયલ ઇન્ફાર્ક્શન પર ફોકસ કરીએ એટલે આપણે ત્યાં જ એક્ઝામ્પલ લઈએ, તો આર્ટરિયલ વોલ્સ ઉપર એક એવી સરફેસ બનાવે કે પ્રોકોએગ્યુલન્ટ હોય. પ્રોકોએગ્યુલન્ટ એટલે શું? બધી જ વસ્તુ ત્યાં બ્લડ ક્લોટ થવા માટે પ્રોવાઈડ કરે એન્ડોથેલિયમ, ત્યાં વધારે ને વધારે ક્લોટ થાય, બરાબર? સો હાઉ વી કેન એવોઇડ? એલડીએલ તો ઓછું હોવું જ જોઈએ બ્લડમાં, સોરી, એલડીએલ તો બ્લડની અંદર ઓછું હોવું જ જોઈએ, બટ ઓક્સિડાઇઝ અને ગ્લાયકેટેડ એલડીએલ ને આપણે બ્લડની અંદર ઓછું કેવી રીતે કરી શકીએ? સો there are we can avoid the reason. So what is the reason of glycated LDL? First we will learn that is very easy: diabetes mellitus and insulin resistance, right? And what is the reason, main reason of oxidized LDL? It is the cigarette smoking. So if anybody asks you, there are lots of reason that smoking will lead to increased incidence of myocardial infarction, but one of the reason you can surely, or you can be approved, means already approved by many research, you can answer is smoking will lead to increased oxidized LDL. તમને આ પૂછાય 2 marks માં comment માં, તો તમને આવડવું જોઈએ. So write down in your question bank that smoking will lead to MI. Explain. So what you will explain? Cigarette smoking will lead to increased number of oxidized LDL molecule. What oxidized LDL molecule will do? It will increase procoagulant surface on the endothelium. That will lead to blood clot formation, and that will lead to myocardial infarction. So we should avoid smoking cigarettes, right? So that is very easy. So let's end here, and we will move on to the next lipoprotein A. HDL part, and this all will be in the next lecture, right? So that's it. Okay. Any queries, anyone? Or should I end the lecture? Okay, thank you.